What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video, and it looked like Caitlin Clark is going viral yet again. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Despite being injured, Caitlin Clark is making it her business to make sure she gives back to the community in a major way, bruh. And I'm here to tell you she's giving out school supplies for a local school in Indianapolis. Now, this has since made headlines, national news, and it's just great, man. I keep telling y'all, dog, this is what made Caitlin Clark different. A lot of people never make videos or even talk about this stuff she does for the kids, and I just think it's one of her greatest attributes. Let's check out some of this footage right now.
Pep talk for the new school year.
I hope you all enjoy. I hope you all have an amazing school year. I'm glad we can do this. And let's get some backpacks. That's what we're all here for, right?
The Caitlin Clark Foundation gave away backpacks to hundreds of students just in time for back to school. Packed with students eager to see the most popular player in the WNBA give them a pep talk for the new school year.
I hope you all enjoy. I hope you all have an amazing school year. I'm glad we can do this. And let's get some backpacks. That's what we're all here for, right?
The Caitlin Clark Foundation gave away backpacks to hundreds of students just in time for back to school.
I hope it lets our kids know just how special they are and gets them off to a really powerful start for school.
Scholastic gave the kids new books, while Eli Lilly and Company made sure the kids got headphones. Friday's event is part of a back-to-school donation campaign asking the community to help provide the things that will help these students succeed in the classroom and make it easier on their families.
A number of our kids are coming from families where finances and money can sometimes be a hindrance and can be tight for a family's budget. And so for this to be one less thing a parent has to think about as they're getting ready for back to school, I'm really glad that the Caitlin Clark Foundation and Lilly, Scholastic, and Indianapolis Public Schools, we were all able to partner together to make it happen.
That was Caitlin Clark giving back to the community. I'm telling you right now, it was just a wonderful thing to see. Current injury, man. There really hasn't been a whole lot of updates on her injury. Everything was kind of swept under the rug because of this All-Star game. And I'm here to tell you, Stephanie White has finally spoken to the media and gave a little clarity about Caitlin Clark injury. Now, there is a lot of people that is expecting Caitlin Clark to come back. Let's pull up their schedule real quick. Let me pull up their schedule to look and see who they play next, because I simply forgot. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think it's probably Seattle, if I was to guess. Let's see here. Nope, it is the Liberty again. And be sure, I'm pretty sure Caitlin Clark is gonna be seen talking to Sandy, Sabrina, and all of them. So this is the schedule right here, guys. So they played the Liberty this past Wednesday on the 16th. Now tomorrow, everybody's back to action tomorrow. Back to regularly scheduled programming, and it looked like they will be facing New York, but this time in Indy. So I'm guessing Sabrina and everybody else probably just stayed in Indianapolis for this game. That's what I would have did, and it don't make sense to go home for a day and come back. So that game's at 7 p.m. The game after that is the Aces. I don't see her playing that game. Guys, quite frankly, Caitlin Clark was out 2 weeks last time. I'm thinking Caitlin Clark going to be out every bit of 3 weeks. So if it was my guess, I don't think she comes back until, I would say, probably mid-August, mid to late August, maybe for this Wings. No, that's too early. I'm going to say probably the Sun or maybe this Storm game. But in between the 17th and the 26th, in between those two windows, is when I see her coming back. I don't see her coming back anytime soon. I think she was out 2 weeks last time. Expect her to be out every bit of two to 3 weeks this time. But let's check out what Stephanie White had to say, man. I'm interested to see. Let's see.
I thought it was great. I felt like our organization, our city, really did a first-class job. Everything from activations to signage to engagement. I mean, it was just all first class, and just well done, well organized, and really showcased our city, showcased our organization. So I'm really incredibly proud of everybody who took part in putting it together, executing it. Our players were around and involved in a lot of different things, so it was nice that they were still in town and that they were involved, they were engaged. A lot of meaningful activations from a community standpoint, and also taking a break and having some fun.
How did you try to strike that line of the advantage of you're the home team? You guys can practice today, but also there's an all-star break. You have that break, that rest at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, we had 3 days at home, and so for us, we know that we've got to continue to work. We got to continue to stack days, and even though everybody was involved in a lot of different things, typically when you come back from having even a day off, let alone 3 days off, it's a little sluggish. So we wanted to work that out. As much as we could early, since we were at home, we wouldn't be traveling, and then spend tomorrow preparing for New York.
What you just said about the landslides, is that something that you've noticed in frequent games this year? So thematically, what causes them, whether that's a lack of focus, getting away from the game plan? How do you guys avoid that?
I think some of it is when we don't have practice time. And so there are a lot of different ways, and landslide may not have been the right word, but there are a lot of different ways. For some people it's visualization, for some people it's watching more film, whether it's of them, of executing. When we have the opportunity to practice, we want to be able to do that. I'm not sure what we ended up being like. I don't know, something like, I know it was 3 and 4 to end before the break, but what it was prior to that. A lot of games in a short period of time, so we don't always have time to get reps, and natural slippage happens, but it can't be in a vast amount of the things that we do.
Obviously, none of the All-Stars practice today, but how is Caitlin progressing from that injury?
Yeah, well, I haven't seen since the game last night, but I think she's progressing. I think that we're continuing to address, everything that needs to be addressed. She's going to see some doctors and get some more tests run early in the week. I don't expect her to be available on Tuesday. So we're just going to continue to take it one day at a time and let her get her evaluation.
She go one day at a time, bro. Like, this is the same song y'all been saying. All this one day at a time, this day to day. This is a growing injury, bro. It's going to be 2 to 3 weeks, man. I can't think of that doctor name because it was a doctor, guys. If I can find it, if I can find this post, let me find this post real quick. But it was a doctor, man. I made a video about it, and he went in, bro. He definitely went in. He kind of blamed this thing on the training staff a little bit, possibly with this injury, but it is just not looking good, dog. I expected more. You know what I'm saying? I definitely expected more. But this is just unfortunate, man. It's the unfortunate situation. Damn, man, I just hate that this happened to Caitlin. I'm trying to find that post. But let's get back to the press conference, and I'm gonna find that post for y'all.
Situations early this week, and then once we've done that, hopefully we'll have more of a clear line of what it looks like.
Has that just been, if maybe her story been representative of kind of the season where you have a range of emotions? There's
Yeah.
big wins, there's big losses, there's players going down, they're still waiting to have a full practice with everybody involved.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's been a lot of adversity is a relative term, but it's been inconsistent. Players coming in and out, lineups in and out. Yes, games struggles as well. But it's also, some of that's a factor of our schedule. Some of that's a factor of not practicing together. Some of that early, especially growing pains, just learning how to win in some of those tight games. So there are a lot of different factors. And for us, it's probably something we're going to continue to deal with. These soft tissue injuries sometimes nag until you can actually have time to really allow them to heal in off season. So we'll just take it one day at a time, and as they come, and this group will continue to progress together.
Going back to everything that was happening, regrettably, I missed Sid's performance last
Yeah.
night.
What?
What was the review of how she did?
Sid did a great job. I was so proud of her getting up on that stage. It was a big venue. It was a large venue, and I don't know anything about comedy, but I know that when you play in environments that are large and sometimes seem like sterile, it's much more difficult than environments that are tight and loud. So I'm really proud of Sid. She did
So that was Stephanie White kind of speaking about this injury, man. I want to know your thoughts down in the comment section right now. Keep them bells on because I'm going to bring you the news. And until next time, man, shake the haters off. I'm out of here, bro. Peace out.